All right, it is back to school time. This is a really fun and exciting time for a lot of our young adults out there. It's the beginning of a new chapter of life. It's the start of a new school year. There's new opportunities. There's new challenges presenting themselves. And while I can't help you with all those things, one thing I can do is make sure that you're smelling amazing this school year. I know for me, when I was younger, back to school videos played a big role in helping to shape my taste in fragrances and get me excited about getting back to school. So I hope this video can be that for you. But before we get into the video, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. If you're not already, go ahead and click that like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can stay up to date on everything that I post from here going forward. I really did try to put some thought and some effort into this list. I wanted to make sure that all of the fragrances on this list are suitable for a young adult, both in scent profile as well as price. And I also wanted to make sure that we covered all the occasions that you as a student will need a fragrance for. Now, of course, as a student, your focus is going to be your grades, your performance in school. If you're a student athlete, you're going to be focused on your performance on the field or the court or whatever sport you play. So of course that is going to be the main focus, but having the right fragrance on can really help give you that slight edge, give you that mental boost that you need to take on the day with confidence. With that being said, our first fragrance on the list is going to be somewhat of your daily driver during the warm months, and it's going to be Rasasi Hawass Ice. This is a very fresh, fruity, and citrusy fragrance that also manages to have a slight touch of sweetness to it. In this fragrance, you're gonna get some apple, some lemon, some plum, and also a little bit of musk and amber in the base. It's giving it a slight fresh and sweet edge to it. Now, the reason I picked this one, the performance on this one is really, really good. This is one that you're going to be able to apply in the morning, and it's most likely going to last you the entire school day. It's definitely a compliment getter as well, so the students around you are really going to enjoy this one. I really do think this is one that if you need that little bit of a confidence boost, you'll probably get it wearing this one. It's very similar to that Paco Rabanne Invictus DNA or even the Invictus Aqua DNA, but this one does come in at a much lower price point. You can usually find this one around that $30 mark, which if you're a student, I'm sure you love to hear of having something that is so affordable but is going to tick all those boxes. This is one that you can wear to class, you can wear it to the gym. Like I said, this is going to be your daily driver, so you can wear this one for just about anything and it's going to have you covered. So once again, starting off the list, we have our warm weather daily driver, Hawass Ice. So we have our classes covered, we have our daily driver covered, but what about when you're not in school? What about when you're out and you're having fun, you're with your friends, maybe you just asked that girl that you got a crush on out on a date? What are you gonna wear then? Well, for those situations in the warm weather, we have Vulcan Few from the house of French Avenue. This one is a very fruity and tropical scent. It's also very sweet. You got some mango, you got some woods, and all that's kind of wrapped up in this kind of a fizzy soda-like DNA. Overall, this one is definitely an attention getter. This is the one that you're gonna reach for nights out. This is the one that you're gonna reach for parties. This is the one that you're gonna wear when you're not in school mode, when you're just out, you're having fun, and you want something that's really gonna grab people's attention. This is the one for you. This is another one that is more on the affordable side. I've seen this one for about that $45 to $50 range. So this is definitely one that's not going to break the bank. And another cherry on top, it smells like a $300 fragrance. And chances are the majority of students that you're going to be going to school with, they're not wearing anything that has the DNA of a $300 fragrance. So you're really going to stand out with this one. Sweet, tropical, loud, and a lot of fun to wear. This is one that I think is going to serve you well. Once again, from the house of French Avenue, we have Vulcan Few. All right, so those fragrances have us covered for the warm months, but what about when the weather starts to cool down? Well, I got you covered for that too. Our daily driver for the cold weather is going to be 1 Million Lucky from the house of Paco Rabanne. This one is plum, it's honey, it's hazelnut. It's very sweet, but it also has a slight fresh edge to it, which makes it extremely easy to reach for this one on a daily basis. It's one that's not going to offend anyone around you. In fact, it's been one of my most complimented fragrances, and as you can see, I've put quite a dent in it so far. This is one that you will be able to wear to class, you'll be able to wear it, not necessarily for the gym or anything like that. You can reach back to your summer fragrances for that. But for just a daily driver fragrance, going to class, getting things done, this is going to be a great one for you. Performance on this one is fairly good. You may need to reapply it, so maybe take a little small travel size with you, but I promise you, you're not gonna regret it. Price on this one is not going to be as cheap as our other ones that I mentioned. I think you can probably find this one maybe around that $50 to $60 range, depending on what size bottle you get. Honestly, I don't think you need more than a 50 ml. That should be plenty enough to get you through probably a couple years if you're gonna start collecting fragrances. Once again, our daily driver for the cold weather, we have 1 Million Lucky from the House of Paco Rabanne. All right, so we have our daily driver for the cold weather covered. But once again, what about when you're going out? What about when you're having fun? You're going to those parties, maybe homecoming, things like that. Well, you want something a little louder. You want something that's gonna grab people's attention. And for that fragrance, we're gonna go with Le Male Elixir from the House of Jean Paul Gaultier. Now the notes on this one, you got lavender, you got mint, you got vanilla, honey, tonka bean, and even a little bit of tobacco in there. This is one that is extremely sweet and very much a compliment getter and an attention grabber. So if you're looking for something to wear for nights out, maybe you're hanging out with your friends, you're going to parties, things like that. Like I said earlier, school is the focus, but you still want to have fun. And for those times where you want to have fun during the cold months, this is one that is really going to serve you well. Similar to the Paco Rabanne that I mentioned earlier, this one's not the cheapest, but I picked up this 2.5 ounce for around $60, and I've barely even gotten this far down in it. I mean, the performance on this one is monstrous, so you're not going to need to use a lot of sprays with this one, so even a small bottle is going to carry you a long way. So once again, for the cold weather, going out, having fun type of a fragrance, we're going to go with Le Male Elixir. Now, honestly, you could probably stop right there with those 4 fragrances and have all the bases covered, but I wanted to give you a few more options. So we're gonna have one that's just kind of a dumb reach fragrance. This is something that you can wear for any occasion. You can wear it for anything, any season, it doesn't matter. If you just don't want to put that much thought and effort into what fragrance you're going to pick up, this is the one that you're gonna grab, your dumb reach. And for that, I chose to go with YSL's Myself, the original EDP. Now, this one is a little on the pricey side. I think this size bottle is going for probably around $75 to $85. So maybe this is one that you might want to ask mom and dad to get for you as a gift, or maybe you can try to persuade them to get this for you for back to school. But price aside, this is one that is an extremely easy to wear fragrance. You got some bergamot, some orange blossom, and some ambroxan. A very simple fragrance, but overall it smells very clean, slightly sweet, and it is a massive compliment getter. This is one that is understated in the fact that it's not necessarily the most unique, it's not necessarily the most abstract fragrance or anything like that, but it is still an attention getter. This is one that people really do notice when I wear it, and I think it would do the same for you. You can almost think of this category as your signature scent. This is the one that you're going to wear year round for any occasion. This is going to have you covered. So once again, from the house of YSL, we have Myself, the original Eau de Parfum. Next up, I wanted to give you a fragrance that you could wear when you're kind of in your cozy vibes. This is one that is gonna smell very warm, very inviting. Like I said, cozy. This is one that you could potentially wear for those first dates. This is one that you could potentially wear if you're going to a school dance and there's a young lady that you wanted to ask and you needed something to give you that boost of confidence. This one I think would have you covered. It's not gonna be as loud as some of our party style fragrances that are on the list, but it's also not gonna be as straightforward and as subdued as some of our daily wear fragrances. It's a really nice middle ground. And for that category, I decided to go with Liquid Brune from the house of French Avenue. And this one you have cinnamon, you have praline, you have vanilla, orange blossom, and a ton of ambroxan. This one is a take on the Parfums de Marly Altair DNA, only that one is coming in around $300. And this one you can probably find for around $25 to $30, but it gets extremely close to that DNA. This one is super sweet. It also has a slight warm spiciness that's coming from that cinnamon and that praline, Overall, this one smells very comforting, very cozy. Like I said, if you wanted something that's just on those cozy vibes, maybe you're a little more laid back, you don't want something that's out screaming and getting everyone's attention, but you still want to smell good, this is one that's really going to do that for you. Performance on it is also very good. I get around that 8-hour mark, which is really good for me. Definitely enough that it could carry you through a school day, or if you're wearing this for a school dance or a date, this one is definitely going to have you covered. Once again, from the House of French Avenue, we have Liquid Run. Now, I have one more category for you, but there is a little bit of a twist. I don't have necessarily a specific fragrance picked out. And that's because in this category, I want you to go out and find a fragrance that really speaks to you. I want you to find a fragrance that makes you feel special, something that you haven't smelled on someone else. Something that when you spray it on, you feel confident, you feel like you are the man when you walk into the room. Now, this fragrance could be any price, this fragrance could be any category. I just want you to find something that really speaks to you as an individual. It could be something as expensive as a niche fragrance like Parfums de Marly Layton. It could be something as cheap as an off-non, such as Supremacy Collector's Edition. You don't even have to go and get a full-size bottle. I mean, you could get yourself just a small little decant like this one. I just want you to have something that every now and then, when you really want to reach for something special, you have a fragrance that stands out from all the other ones. And like I said, I'm not gonna give you a specific recommendation. I want you to go and find what fragrance does that for you. So sorry to give you a homework assignment. I know you weren't looking for that in this video, but I promise you, you will not regret going and finding that special fragrance that really speaks to you. If you stuck around this long, I really hope that you found something in this video that is gonna help you along your journey, along this upcoming school year. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does so much to support the channel. And as always, if there's anything that you'd like to see me talk about on the channel, just drop a comment down below, let me know, and let me know if this video was helpful for you. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does so much to support the channel. And until next time, peace.